I put together the most expensive offense that money could buy. And today in Madden 24, I'm gonna give them 5 seasons to win a Super Bowl. First, at quarterback with $230 million guaranteed, we have Deshaun Watson. Next, at running back with $36.3 million guaranteed, we have Christian McCaffrey. Fullback with $10 million guaranteed, we got Kyle Juszczyk. At wide receiver, we have the top 3 most expensive receivers: Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill, Stefon Diggs. At tight end, we got Darren Waller. Now, when it comes to linemen, they were mostly tackles, but they will be filling out all 5 O-line positions. So left tackle, we got Laremy Tunsil. At left guard, we got Ronnie Staley. At center, we got Ryan Ramczyk. At right guard, we have Chris Lindstrom. And then at right tackle, we have Andrew Thomas. Now, we put all these players on the Cowboys because the Cowboys are the most expensive team in the NFL, so it was only right to put these boys here. Let's go ahead and see what they do in season number 1. So after the first season, the squad is going to make the playoffs as a wild card team. They do go 9-8. Take a look at the offense and see what they did, man. Deshaun Watson, 3,900 yards, 34 touchdowns, 19 picks, 64% completion percentage, 231.5 yards a game, 96.9 QBR. On the ground, Christian McCaffrey ran for 1,400, 15 touchdowns, so he did his thing. Deshaun Watson also gave us another 3 touchdowns on the ground, as well as Kyle Juszczyk. Now through the air, stupid ass. Now through the air, where I really wanted to see what was going to happen, I expected Tyreek Hill to be able to get more yards on less catches, kind of like what Coop did. But we do have 2,000-yard receivers. Both these guys go for double-digit touchdowns. Stefon Diggs, 68 catches, 844 yards, 6 touchdowns. Darren Waller gave us another 55 catches, 6 touchdowns. And Christian McCaffrey also got a passing touchdown as well. Let's take a look at our lineman. Chris Lindstrom only gave him 1 sack all season long, played all 17 games. Ronnie Stanley gave up 5. Ryan Ramczyk gave up 5, Andrew Thomas gave up 5, and Laremy Tunsil on the blind side gave up 8. All right, boys, jumping into this game, we're going to go straight to end the game. Hopefully our guys come out on top, but if, you know, hopefully they also give us something to jump into. They go down early, but then they end up going up. They give up a touchdown. They go right back and answer back. This defense has got to get some stops for us. 21-10. Now we're up 28-10. As long as we handle business, this one should be a landslide. The offense, you know what I'm saying, should be what carries us all the way. And we're going to get a double-digit win here. 35-24 is your final. Deshaun Watson has himself a day. 25 for 29, 297, 3 touchdowns, no picks. On the ground, Christian McCaffrey, 12 for 71 and a touchdown. Through the air, Tyreek Hill goes crazy, 10, 153 and a touchdown. Stefon Diggs, 6 for 74, 2 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp, 5 for 41. All right, guys, so in year 1, Bryce Young has his boys in the playoffs. They won like 13 games, too. They go up 7-0. They get a stop. Hopefully, our offense can get the job done. They go ahead and they answer. Now they're going to go down and get 7 more. Our defense is playing well. They finally get 3. It's pretty back and forth heavyweight fight. Big 3rd and inches here. Our defense needs to get a stop. We're down 3 with 3 minutes left. Bryce Young is back to pass. He has a man wide open, and he's going to be down inside the 2. All right, guys, so the Panthers actually cap off that drive with a touchdown. Down 10 with 2:29 left. Do the Cowboys have what it takes? Darren Waller drops a pass. Then another incomplete pass thrown away by Deshaun Watson. Here on 3rd down, 13-yard pickup to Tyreek Hill. These guys got to start moving the ball. 10-yard pickup that goes back to Tyreek Hill. He's the number 1 receiver. Another 10-yard pickup by Tyreek Hill. 7-yard rush by Deshaun. Just a minute 30 left. They got to start taking some shots downfield. Another 7-yard rush. All right, big 17-yard pickup from Deshaun to Cooper Kupp. 55 seconds left here. Our 54 seconds left here. Just 1 timeout for the Cowboys. Even if they score, they're really making this extremely hard. But Deshaun Watson under center. He's back to pass. Surveying. He checks it down to McCaffrey. Not really sure that was the move, yo. 8-second run off of the no huddle. Just 30 seconds left here. They got to take a shot at the end zone if they want a chance to win. He goes back to McCaffrey. Will he get out of bounds? He does. Boys, so this right now is pretty much just to make the score look a little bit better. I don't think the Cowboys have a chance to win this game. It's a play action. Deshaun Watson thought about running it. He's going to find, is that Waller in the back of the end zone? No, it's actually going to be Stefon Diggs. He's dancing, but we got a lot of work to do. Oh, guys, another thing I actually forgot to tell you guys about, Justin Tucker is actually on this team as well as he knocks that kick through. Now we're going to lean on Justin Tucker to see if we can get this onside kick. If we don't get it, this game is over. We just got 1 timeout. The kick is there. It is caught, and the Panthers are going to retain it. All right, boys, so the most expensive offense cannot get it done here in year number 1. The Carolina Panthers bumped them off, but they're surprising everybody with how good they are this year. Deshaun Watson didn't have a bad day, even though he did have 12 incompletions. He still threw for 3 touchdowns, no picks. Christian McCaffrey was kind of shut down on the ground, but not really. 5 yards a carry. The passing game, it was really spread around. Stefon Diggs scored 2 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp scored a touchdown as well. Blocking wise, Laremy Tunsil gave up a sack. Ryan Ramczyk gave up 2. Season number 2 is a lot better. The team goes 12-5, and they get a first-round bye. Deshaun Watson throws for 4,300 yards. 38 touchdowns, 13 picks, 70% completion percentage, 255 a game, 110 QBR. On the ground, Christian McCaffrey runs for 1,500, 17 touchdowns. Through the air, Tyreek Hill, another 1,000-yard season, 90 catches, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp finds the end zone 14 times, 75 catches, 989 yards. Stefon Diggs, 83 catches, 984 yards, 7 touchdowns. Darren Waller, 66 catches, 755 yards, but no touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 3 touchdowns through the air as well. Blocking wise, Larry Tunsil gave up 8 sacks, Staley 4, Thomas 4, Lindstrom 3, and Ramczyk just 1. Picking up where we left off last year, man, this is the game we lost to the Panthers, and we're going to go ahead and strike first up 7-0, make that 14-0. The Packers go down and score. We go up 21-7 going into the locker room. Now it's 21-10. Cowboys go down and score 28-13. They get stopped there. The Packers are not giving up. And we got ourselves a close game. So Deshaun Watson under center here. I would assume that we're going to get a steady dose of Christian McCaffrey here on the 2nd and 10. He's actually back to pass, surveying, and he's got a wide open Stefon Diggs. That's the first down and more. So the offense is all the way down, just shy of the red zone. 2:10 left in this ball game. Deshaun Watson under center, single back set. He's going to hand that one off to Christian McCaffrey. Packers are using their timeouts. 2:07 left here. They have just one left. This time it's going to be a play action. Deshaun is going to throw that one to Tyreek Hill, but he goes out of bounds and stops the clock. 2:02 left here. The Packers have one timeout, but it is a third down. How will the Cowboys choose to play this one? Deshaun under center, hand off to Christian McCaffrey, and do they give him the spot? They do. So that 2-minute warning was a timeout for the Packers. They get to save one more, just under 2 minutes here. A turnover is pretty much the only thing that can save them because Justin Tucker won't miss a kick. And the Packers have used their last and final timeout. That brings up a 2nd and 7 for Deshaun in this offense. He turns around, hands it off to Christian McCaffrey. He's stuffed in the backfield. That brings up a 3rd and 8. Do the Cowboys play for the field goal or do they still play really aggressively for the touchdown? They are in shotgun. Deshaun is back to pass. Surveying, goes takes a shot in the back of the end zone, incomplete. Justin Tucker and his kick team is out here. This is a chippy from one of the greatest kickers, if not the greatest kicker of all time. I do not see him missing this kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. The Cowboys take a 2-score lead. The Cowboys get the win, and they are just one game away from a Super Bowl appearance. They get over the hump of what they couldn't get past last year, and this offense is hitting on all cylinders. Deshaun Watson, 23 for 37, 261 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. On the ground, McCaffrey runs for 67 yards, no touchdowns. Through the air, Stefon Diggs, 7 for 77 and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 7 for 79, no touchdowns. Cooper Kupp, 5 for 67, 2 touchdowns. McCaffrey added another touchdown through the air as well. Blocking wise, none of our linemen gave up any sacks, so it was a good day. All right, boys, we couldn't have written this story any better ourselves. The Cowboys are taking on the Eagles for a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and so far so good. Deshaun and the boys are up 21-0, now 21-7. The Eagles are fighting 28-7 right now. This is a landslide, 35-7. This makes my heart sing, my heart smile. You guys know I'm a Cowboys fan, and the Cowboys are on their way to the Super Bowl in convincing fashion, baby. Let's go. Here, insert the jokes. I know this is the only way or only reason I'm going to see the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl, blah blah blah. Shut it. I was alive and I watched the game the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl. Player stats, Deshaun goes crazy again, 21 for 25, 232, 84% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, no picks. On the ground, Christian McCaffrey comes alive, baby. 16 for 153, a touchdown. Through the air, Cooper Kupp, 6 for 79, 2 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, 4 for 60, a touchdown. Waller, 4 for 25. Diggs had a pretty slow day, 3 for 26. All right, guys, the Super Bowl is actually a home game for the Cowboys. We are here in the house that Jerry built, taking on Joe Burrow in the Cincinnati Bengals. Hopefully, boys, we will actually get a game that we can jump into. I would love to see what this offense can do. In the first quarter is going to be scoreless. Now, jumping in on the second quarter here, the Cowboys are putting a drive together. They're inside the red zone, 1st and 10. They can still pick up a first down, so we got a few chances to get into the end zone. He forces that one over the middle to Waller, and it is dropped. Deshaun Watson back under center, 2nd and 10. Can they pick up some positive yards here? It's a play action. Surveying, he's trying to check that down. All right, boys, we got a 3rd and 10 here for the Cowboys. Will Deshaun be able to pick up a first down here? Surveying, he's flushed out the pocket, and he's going to take a sack. So the Bengals come up huge there with a big-time stop. Justin Tucker is out on a 4th and 17. Looking to knock this kick through. The kick is up, and the kick is good. All right, boys, so here in the rest of the second quarter, the Bengals go down and get 6. They get 6 more. The Cowboys finally punch it into the end zone, and we're going into the locker room 14-10. All right, boys, Deshaun Watson throws an interception here. approaching the red zone to former Cowboy Awuzie. But now Deshaun has his guys back in a position to look to strike once again. 2nd and 5 here in the third quarter, down 4. Will Deshaun Watson be able to punch this one into the end zone? Shotgun, quick pass to Waller, first down. Now inside the 20, at about the 13.5, 14 to be exact. Empty backfield set once again. Deshaun surveying the field. He takes a chance to McCaffrey. That one is dropped. 2nd and 10 here after that incomplete pass. McCaffrey is in the backfield this time. He's going to run a route. Deshaun surveying. He checks that down to Waller. He almost got a block from McCaffrey. That's going to pick up 8. Here's the 3rd and 2. They need to pick up this first down and even score here. Deshaun changing some things up at the line of scrimmage. He's back to pass out of shotgun, and that one is forced to Waller, incomplete. So instead of kicking here on 4th and 2, the Cowboys are elected to go for it. I'm not sure I agree with this. It's a play action to McCaffrey. Deshaun Watson surveying, and he throws an interception. He had a man open in the back of the end zone, but couldn't get it over the defenders. All right, boys, trying to see if the Cowboys can come up with a stop here. Damone Clark knocks a pass away by Joe Burrow. Micah Parsons gets a sack, lost to 10, 3rd and 20. They get another sack. Now here in the 4th, let's see what these boys can do. McCaffrey picks up 7. Incomplete pass by Deshaun Watson. He's going to pick up the first down there. 7-yard pass to McCaffrey. That's going to be a 5-yard reception by Tyreek Hill. Negative play, sack. Deshaun loses 8 yards. And it's going to be another incomplete pass by Deshaun, and they're going to be forced to punt. Cowboys get the ball back once again. 5:35 left in this ball game. Big time pickup. Stefon Diggs picks up 12 yards. And just like that, 41-yard touchdown pass from Deshaun Watson to Cooper Kupp. The Cowboys have the lead. They knocked through the extra point. Defense needs to get a stop. So Deshaun with the ball once again. We're going to jump into this drive if possible. Myles Murphy is actually going to be hit with a 15-yard penalty. Christian McCaffrey's going to lose 2 yards on a rush. Deshaun is going to pick those yards back up with a 15-yard pass to Cooper Kupp. Let's see if they can ice this game or make it a lot harder for the Bengals with a touchdown. Empty backfield set for Deshaun here. He's changing some things up at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he either likes some things he sees or some things he doesn't like. He's going to throw a deeper pass to Waller. That one's batted down. He's got to put more touch on the ball, baby. Another empty backfield set here for Deshaun. 5 wide, trips on the right, back to pass. He's taking a shot deep. It's a dot. Tyreek Hill for the touchdown. What a pitch and catch. The Cowboys are going to go up 10. All right, will the Cowboys defense be able to get a stop here, boys? Joe Burrow picks up a first down, 22-yard pickup to Tyler Boyd. This time it's going to be a penalty versus DeMarcus Lawrence. Another incomplete pass by Joe Burrow, knocked away by Kelvin Joseph. Joe Burrow's going to pick up 9 with a pass to T. Higgins. Will the defense be able to get the stop here? They're going to run for 5 yards to pick up the first down. Joe Burrow's getting his guys down the field here. Can the Cowboys defense get them off the field? It looks like they're going to have trouble doing just that. And Joe Burrow answers back with a touchdown of his own. 120 left here, boys. And after a 15-yard penalty, the Cowboys are across the 40-yard line in plus territory. The Bengals do have all 3 timeouts, but a first down here will pretty much put this game out of reach. 2nd and 7, of course, the Bengals use their first timeout. Minute 17 left here. Deshaun is going to hand that one off to Christian McCaffrey, and he is nearly going to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1 coming up here. First down here ends the game. 1 timeout left here for the Bengals. Do not pass the ball and throw an incomplete pass. They are going to pass the ball. Quick hitter to Waller, and Waller is down in bounds. And that is going to be the game. Deshaun takes the final knee, and the Dallas Cowboys, in the highest paid offense in the NFL, win a Super Bowl here in season number 2. They were a wild card team season 1. Season 2, they reshaped, retooled, got a bye, and they found themselves in the Super Bowl at home, and they got it done. And Deshaun Watson is going to hoist the trophy with his guys. Big part and a big reason why we won. So I'm going to assume that Deshaun Watson was a Super Bowl MVP. They didn't do what they normally did in older Maddens and tell you, but he threw for 365 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he threw for 3 picks. He hasn't thrown for a lot of picks here in this sim. On the ground, Christian McCaffrey, 19 for 68. Darren Waller leads all receivers, 9 for 74, no touchdowns. Stefon Diggs, 7 for 106, no touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, 6 for 76, 2 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp, 5 for 98 and a touchdown. Blocking wise, Laramie Tunsil did give up a sack, as well as Ronnie Staley, but the boys were still out here to get it done. Be on the lookout for when we do this video again. Except the only change is we're going to do the highest paid defense.